Being a great developer or product manager is already tough and exciting job. Until it's time to find a designer. Suddenly, you are stuck choosing designers alone, waiting for their replies, second-guessing your instincts, and worrying about hidden pitfalls or blowing the budget. Even seasoned designers struggle with hiring process. That's why this video is here, to help non-designers make smarter choices when it comes to picking the right UI designer for their product. So, I'll share how I filter portfolios, especially when my designers are too busy to handle that task. I'll assume you have a decent visual taste and some design awareness. Let's build on that. And filter number 1, the obvious one, tools. Does the designer know the right tools? In my experience, great taste and a strong foundation, say in 3D tools, show that a designer can quickly tame my 3D tech and bring something fresh to the table. Unless it's time and deadlines, that are tight, then I won't risk it. Because I also know onboarding steals time. Sometimes a week or two, and that time comes directly out of the design phase. By onboarding, I mean also knowing the most basic stuff, learning the guidelines, how the brand works, where to store files, how to name them, and when to reach out for feedback. Filter number 2, quality range. I rate the portfolio items from the past 2 years, best, worst project, and something in between. I also note what type of work is the most common. Then I analyze the following. The weakest work shows what I might get under pressure or bad conditions. It's a great conversation starter, especially in interviews. I ask why this project is in the portfolio and what influenced that particular visual solution. The best work, that's what happens when all the stars align. But if there's only one good piece, it might be luck or team effort. I don't mind hiring a team, especially for full cycle UI design work, but not for smaller processes of the UI design work. The middle quality, that's the real level I'm most likely to get. I pay close attention to this. And this mid-range work shows how the designer handled the client's taste and how their ideas were implemented. What to look for in the design. First, hierarchy and layout. Where does the layout lead me? Where is the focus? Does the layout make sense? Does the visual match the product's stated goal? Mood and impression. Does the chosen style evoke the expected emotion or feeling? Are there any clever or innovative visual solutions? Typography. Readability comes first. If fonts are decorative or complex, is that justified by the product goal? Do fonts support the visual style and stay within 2-3 variants? I can forgive a hard-to-read brand logo, but not a hard-to-use UI. Consistency. Do the colors, shapes, and elements support one another? Attention to detail. This can overweight everything else. Here's how attention to detail shows up. In 3D, proper textures and detailed modeling. In illustration, small touches that reinforce the idea. In UI, consistent corner radius, thoughtful lighting, small use of depth, plus things like spacing and proportion. Let's say I've shortlisted 10 portfolios. Usually HR then filters by values and soft skills, matching what the candidate expects with what I can offer. The final decision between top 2-3 should be made by someone with a trained eye, my art director or lead designer. What if you're doing this alone? Start the project with a mood board, a visual reference point. That way you and the designer can align before the actual work begins. And if you're hiring for a permanent role. In the next video, I'll share my personal interview method.